and short and concise as well. Let's start on the video board. Let's go to Cindy of the New York Times. Cindy, you are live.
Naomi, one of the things that you said at the start of this tournament was that you were sort of sneaky about your preparation for coming back after the pandemic. You didn't want everybody to know how hard you were training. So I ask you now, how hard did you train during your time off before coming back to the tour?
I mean, in my mind, I'm a pretty hard worker. And I thought the practices and, the fitness was really tough. So I can't, I can only grade it for myself. But in my mind, I thought it was pretty tough. And I think that the results are showing.
Let's go to Ben from the New York Times. Ben, you are live.
Hi, Naomi. I wanted to ask more of your reaction now that you've had some time to process it about the videos that ESPN played for you when you were in their studio from the parents of Ahmaud and Trayvon. Just what that means to you to see the impact you're having and that your message and your choice is reaching all the way to their families.
Yeah, actually, I was just trying really hard not to cry. But for me, it's a bit surreal, and it's extremely touching that, they would feel touched by what I'm doing. For me, I feel like what I'm doing is nothing. It's a speck of what I could be doing. So yeah, it was really emotional. I feel like, I don't know, after I saw it, at first I was a bit in shock. But now that I'm here and I took the time, I'm just, I don't know, I'm really grateful and I'm really humbled.
Naomi, we have a written question on the monitor to your left from Willie Weinbaum of ESPN. This evening you wore a mask with the name of George Floyd. What do you hope will be the legacy of his tragic death?
What do I hope will be the legacy? I don't know. I hope people will research more. I hope, to be fair, I know you guys are like news and media, but I feel like sometimes the news only shows one side of things. I feel like if people did their research and sort of see, or like, I don't know, like do your research first before you say anything about anything, I think. But I don't know what his legacy it would be. For me, that's sort of what is up to his family.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the video board. Richard from usopen.org.
Hi, Naomi. Your coach spoke yesterday about the nice balance you have of confidence and easy power and the ability not to get too nervous before matches. I wondered if you talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like me and Wim, we have a really nice chemistry. We were able to talk quite a lot during quarantine, and we practiced quite a few times on specific things. But yeah, I think the main thing for me is just trusting everyone in my team. My immediate reaction whenever I do bad is just to feel, I don't know, sad for everyone because they travel with me and stuff too. So I think for me, you can definitely see my game is improving, and that was a mental block. I think last year because I was always comparing results, but now I'm just kind of always looking towards the future.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Craig from Cross Court. Craig, you are live.
Naomi, how overall are you feeling as comfortable as you've ever felt at the US Open now that you're at the absolute business end of the tournament?
I mean, comfortable, I don't think a person can ever be truly comfortable. But for me, I'm aware that I worked very hard to be in this position. I'm aware that, the opponents that I play from now on are going to be very tough. And for me, I think the last 2 Grand Slams, everything happened so fast. I wasn't really in the moment, but I'm just really happy to be in the semis, and hopefully I can keep going.
Thank you. Let's go to Bill from Inside Tennis. Bill, you are live.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi.
Like what you said about Billie Jean King quote about pressure. This question sort of relates to the previous question about George Floyd, but it's different. Um, Many say that he's changed the world. My question is, as quite a leader, what is your vision? Can you share what kind of world you'd like to see us in? That's something you could address, please.
Um, what kind of world? Everyone just says peace all the time. I'm not sure what the world would look like if everything was peaceful, but I would hope that, people help each other in times of great need. And I would also hope that, like, the older generation isn't scared to help the younger generation. For me, the biggest thing is I don't want people younger than me to suffer through the things that I had to suffer through. Like, if any younger player reaches out to me and has questions, then for sure I'll answer them. I'll like try to help them out because I know how tough it is to be in that position.
Thank you. Let's go to Courtney from the WTA.
Sounds
Courtney,
good.
you are live.
Naomi, can you just talk about tonight's match? Only 8 unforced errors over 2 sets against a player who can hit a lot of winners and force you to play aggressively. What do you think was the key? What paid off for you tonight?
Yeah, for me, I think I had a very solid game plan with Wim. We sat down. He has these little PowerPoint presentations, so that really helps me out a lot. But I think the biggest thing for me was to be the aggressor, and to be okay with, making unforced errors. Apparently, I didn't make that many, but yeah, just to accept, the unforced errors because I know that I'm going for shots.
Thank you. Let's go to Nina from tennis.com. Nina, you are live.
Hey Naomi, I just wanted to ask how it feels being the favorite in the next match, even though Jen has yet to lose a set. Do you feel like the favorite, and what's your take on her?
Yeah, I don't feel like the favorite. Weirdly enough, because there's no fans, I don't feel anything. I just feel like I'm, going into a match with a really talented player, which is kind of all my previous matches, anyways. But yeah, for me, I remember playing her. I remember watching her. I watched her match against Putintseva earlier today, and I know that she's a big threat.
Thank you. Let's go to Richard from Black Athlete. Richard, you are live.
Hi, Naomi. You oftentimes talk about the Billie Jean King quote, "Pressure is a privilege." What does it mean to you?
For me, it means a lot. There are moments in the match where I think about this, I feel like before, when I wasn't doing too well, it's because I wasn't accepting the pressure. I feel like in the end, tennis is won by a couple points, and it's the points where you feel the most pressure, the most nerves. And I think that now I'm sort of embracing that and I'm having more fun with it. So clearly it's doing well for me.
Thank you. Last question in English. Reem, you have the last question in English.
Naomi, I know that it wasn't long ago that you won your second slam, but you were very open last year after the Australian Open about talking about some of your struggles, and you were struggling with confidence and not just the confidence, but the attention from everyone and things like that. I'm wondering, was there a moment last year where you were could not get to this level at the majors again, or did you always have the belief that you would get back to this position?
Yikes. I want to phrase this without sounding like, okay, so I feel like if I'm positive, no matter how much time it'll take, I'll eventually get to where I want to be. Because for me, I felt like I did well at the end of the year. I won Tokyo and Beijing, and I don't know. I feel like there's a certain mindset that I have to get to in order to get to the goals that I want to, but it does feel like a long time since I've been to this part of a major, but at the same time, all the work that I put in makes it seem like, I don't know. It's just a journey, I would say.
Thank you very much, everyone. We are now going to shift to Japanese. Up first, one question each, please. One question each. Let's go to Masako. You have the first question in Japanese.
お疲れ様でした。
Thank you.
すごくさっき言われているようにすごくフィジカルが良くなって動けてると思うって言ってましたけど、それは自分が大会前予想した以上に自分は動けてると思っているのかっていうことと、やっぱり動けてるから読みがすごく良くなったって自分で感じますか？自分が頭で立てた戦略を動けるからこそ戦略通りにプレーができているっていうのは実感がありますか？
I don't know. I feel like the more matches I play, the fitter I get. I think definitely, you know, there are certain movements that you can only do when you're playing a match. So that's definitely trained me quite well. But yeah, I think I've worked really hard with Yutaka. We've done so much, and we also do things like on the off days. Like I'm not playing tomorrow, but I'm going into the gym. So just constant repetition, I think, is the key to like how I'm doing right now.
Let's go to Kasuki. Kasuki, you are live with Naomi.
大坂選手お疲れ様でした。さっきフセッテさん、コーチのフセッテさん、昨日会見があったんですけど、さっきもちょっと言ってたかもしれないんですけど、今までと違ってその試合前にすごくコンクリートなアプローチとかストラテジーっていうのを、立てるようにしてるんですか？
Yeah, I would say.
もし話せる部分があったらこんな風にっていうの。
Yeah, I would say definitely. He gives me a very clear game plan, which I'm very thankful for. And today we were just focused on, of course, every day I'm focused on myself, but today I was just focused on trying to dictate, of course, like every match, but especially more against her because I feel that if you just hit in the middle, she's gonna pull the trigger. So I felt like I had to move the ball around quite a couple of times today.
Thank you. Let's go to Ko. Ko, you are live with Naomi.
お疲れ様でした。
ありがとう。
2年前の今日がちょうど優勝した決勝の日だったんですけれど、当時と比べて自分が一番ここは成長してるって思えるところはどこですか？
I think because I'm aware of the process now, I'm mentally more aware of things than I was last time I was in this position. I, for sure, you know, I'm more grateful. I'm more, I don't know. I feel like, I sort of feel like I was a baby the last time I was in this spot. But yeah, I feel like I'm a better player overall, actually. My return is better for sure, so.
Thank you. Two more questions. Let's go to Hiro and then Hitoshi. Hiro, you are live.
こんにちは。お疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
大坂さん、今回、お家を借りて住んでると思うんですけれども、練習をしてない時とか、お家でどうやってリラックスしてるんですか？
Honestly, I've been recommended shows, and most of the time I just sleep, but Eubanks, he told me to watch The Blacklist, so that's kind of what I've been doing. But yeah, just trying to keep my mind off everything.
And the final question, Hitoshi. Hitoshi, you have the final question in Japanese. You are live.
大坂さん、聞こえますか？
はい。
はい。ロジャースはトップスピンとかスライスとかプレーのバリエーションがすごくあった選手だと思うんですけど、今日すごく落ち着いて そういうバリエーションのプレーに対して対応できてたと思うんですけど、なぜそうやってこう落ち着いてプレーができるんでしょうか？
I honestly think just because of the amount of matches that I've played and the amount of all the different balls that I've been able to hit against in this like 3-week period. I don't know. I played Georgie. She absolutely rips the ball. So in my mind, I was thinking, if Shelby goes for the ball, it could possibly not be as bad as Georgie was. So yeah, I feel like all the experience with the different balls helps me out a lot because I'm able to pull from those memories when I'm in the match. If that makes sense.
Thank you very much, everyone.